It's Tuesday, August 27th, and here's a quick look at the roadways. We've got some construction in the National Park, so you'll look for some delays at Fighting Creek Gap, Little River Gorge, and Elkmont Roads. Some delays, and that's going to be going on for a while yet. It's single lane closures, and they can happen 24 hours a day, Sunday evenings through Friday midday. Now, no work performed on weekends or holidays, so you'll have a 3-day gap. You'll have the entire Labor Day weekend as you're heading to the National Park. But look for things to be busy, especially Cades Cove area. A lot of folks going to be in town for that last big weekend of the summer. Look for delays on I-40 in the Knoxville area, especially heading eastbound toward Saffir County. And that's going to be Monday to Thursday as well, but it should be done. In fact, most construction in the state of Tennessee suspended for the holiday weekend. Our show is just ahead, and I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Mountain Fun Life, and you're watching Morning in the Mountains.
It's the Saffir County Fair, presented by Farm Bureau, August 27th through September 2nd at the Saffir County Fairgrounds. Check out the exhibit hall, free laser tag, and the new Dolly Look-alike contest. Come see the King Pure Water Animal Kingdom nightly. Watch the fairest of the fair pageant, and stop by the livestock. Meet the Smoky Mountain Ghostbusters, and experience the thrill of the rides at the Midway. Also, check out the cosplay contest, the Saffir County Fair, presented by Farm Bureau. It's more fun than you can shake a turkey leg at.
Hi guys, welcome back to Mountain Fun Life. It's Savannah and Kira. Today we are here at Outdoor Gravity Park, and we're here with Maddie, one of the workers here. She's going to tell us a little bit about everything there is to do here.
Yeah, so Maddie, can you tell us, what is this place?
So Outdoor Gravity Park is the only place in the U.S. that does this zorbing. We're a very one-of-a-kind attraction. You'll get inside of the Zorb with about 10 gallons of water. You pick your course and you slide down like a giant water slide in a bubble. It's so much fun, very unique.
That's exciting. So can you tell us like one of your most favorite stories about either a customer who's went through or you yourself?
For sure. So we've actually had a lot of great experiences, but we had just recently a couple that got married. We had someone actually get proposed to in the ball, and we had someone who got married come in and roll down as newlyweds, so that was pretty awesome. We got some video and stuff like that, great memory, and one-of-a-kind experience to take home with the family.
That is
That's
so
awesome.
exciting. Future husband, if you're out there, that's a good idea. Now back to you, Frank.
Hi, and thanks for watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. I'm Frank Murphy here with Robert Owenby, Jim Johnson, and Brad Lovett. So much fun and excitement happening at the Smoky Mountains each and every day. Let's get the latest from Brad.
Well, it's a special day in Saffir County. It's Fair Day.
Fair Day.
And the beginning of Fair Week. And a lot of great things going on. And, well, for example, we'll have the Fairest of the Fair pageant tonight. And also a couple rounds of checker playoffs. Both at 5:30 and 7:30. So if checkers is your game, no 15-dimensional chess, but we do have checkers playoffs tonight. And also beef showmanship and lots of food.
Yeah.
Food.
Plenty of food. Because
fair
what would be the
What's your favorite fair food, Brad?
fair food? Well, I'll tell you one they don't really seem to have at the fairs around here. But in Ohio, the pork producers would always have a booth, and they would have pork chops about that thick.
Oh, yes.
And I've not seen them down here at either
haven't
Tennessee
either.
Valley
How
or
are they-
Sevier County.
How are they cooked? The pork chops?
Grilled.
Grilled
Yes.
pork chops.
Yeah, they're super thick. They're like those cowboy steaks, you know? They're massive.
Yeah.
Yes.
My guilty pleasure, fair food-wise, is the deep-fried Oreo. And I can go on for 15 minutes about why the deep-fried Oreo is superior to the deep-fried Twinkie, to the deep-fried Snickers, to the deep-fried anything else. But I'll save that for, I think I'm going to have my friend Mama Jane, the queen of deep frying, on for a special segment. How about you?
I will go with the hamburger.
Hamburger?
At the fair?
At the fair.
Wow.
Yes.
I see.
There's a booth. I don't
All right.
recall which one, but they have some of the best hamburgers you
Then I
ever
am
tasted.
going to go with you to get my protein before I carve out on and go into a sugar coma?
Yes.
Because that would be helpful. Because I was going to say candy apple is my next favorite, but all right.
I usually get a corn dog. I stage it. I get a corn dog, and then I go over to the Polish sausage and kielbasa with the
Onions
green
and peppers.
and onions. Yeah,
Yeah.
mustard.
Yeah.
Then trek over to the funnel cakes.
Oh.
It's like I don't eat for a week before the fair.
Yeah,
So when I
yeah.
get there,
Yeah, pregame.
I can eat whatever I
You
want.
gotta
You know?
get
I prepare
Exactly.
myself. Yeah.
Calories at the fair don't count. Is that
They
right?
don't.
Really?
There's one
So I'm
time
told.
yet, I'm getting hungry.
But you can walk after you eat, so
Yes,
there's
of
plenty
course.
of place to walk around. And,
All right, so Sevier County Fair tonight. Excellent.
Right, so we look forward to seeing some of you there at various times during this week. And moving to the national park now, earlier this month, Friends of the Smokies celebrated their 25th annual telethon. They collected $215,000 in donations from
Nice.
hundreds of callers. Now, this is broadcast both in Knoxville and in Asheville on TV. And some of the sponsors included Dollywood and Mass General Store. And telethon, as I mentioned, broadcast in both markets. And since 1995, the telethons have raised more than $4 million in support of America's most visited national park. That would be, of course, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And one of the volunteer organizations is the Cades Cove Bike Patrol that gets some of that money. Of course, always looking for more. Those are volunteer bike patrols that help resource and visitor protection staff manage road and bike traffic, provide safety information, and assist in managing accident scenes. And those funds will help replace safety uniforms, shirts, bike equipment, and safety gear.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah. I just did a bike ride through Cades Cove, so they need that. They need
So you've
that.
seen the safety patrol keeping an eye out for you.
Yeah.
Good,
yeah.
all right.
I mean, you can get going so fast, and it's like if you're on your cell phone
Oh no.
and driving, which is a
Oh, yeah.
no-no. But in Cades Cove, if you're riding your bike, you're kind of
Oh
looking
yeah.
around,
Yeah,
and,
all right.
and then all of a sudden, there's a car in front of you.
Yeah.
So you got to pay attention.
I understand. All right.
There's a lot of fun, though.
And speaking of fun, there's fun inside and outside the national park, and we
Oh.
can help.
Give them the phone number, Brad.
That phone number is
865-978-1152. Am I the only one who has it memorized?
Oh, I've got
The only one that has it
865-978-1152. Jim.
865-978-1152.
Robert.
865-978-1152.
Okay, that's enough plugs.
Now you say it, folks. You say it
Your
at home.
Very good. All right, we'll be back with more of Morning in the Mountains. That's our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals, by the way, coming up on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Thanks for watching. And one of the great things we can offer you on Mountain Fun Life is discounts on tickets to some of the fantastic attractions that are all throughout the Smoky Mountains and East Tennessee. Well, all you have to do is give a call to Mountain Fun Life's Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152, and save money when you and your family are visiting the Smokies. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Hi, Frank Murphy here, and one of my great joys at this job is being able to interview dear friends who have so much to offer the Smoky Mountain community. Let's say hi to Joseph and Mary.
Hi. Good morning.
Joe Moore,
Good
Mary
morning,
Moore.
Frank.
Happy to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
Thank
us
you.
here. It's great.
It's been a real pleasure.
Now, Joe, you're an author. Mary, you're an illustrator.
Yes.
And we've got some of your books on display, which are published by the North Pole Press. Where did you ever get the idea to call your book company the North Pole Press?
I'm not quite sure, Frank. It was just something that came to me in the middle of the night when I was looking at myself in the mirror all in red.
Actually, I've got a picture of you wearing your
And the-
Christmas in July outfit.
Yes,
That's right,
We
that's
do
right,
a lot
yes.
of July appearances for Christmas in July, and it's just another opportunity for us to promote our books. And we're going to be up to 16 titles next
Well,
month.
congratulations.
Thank
now, I
you.
want to talk about the newest one, but all of your books are available locally in the Smoky Mountains at Christmas and Candles in Sevierville. Where's that?
Correct.
It's right by the Apple Farm
Oh,
restaurant.
yeah, I know
you
that.
cannot
Yes.
miss that. So, and it's a beautiful Christmas
Beautiful
store.
Christmas store.
I mean, and they have all kinds of things. They carry Jim Shore and all the personalized ornaments and everything.
What is Jim
else that
Shore?
Oh, Jim Shore is a famous sculptor for
Oh,
Christmas.
because
Makes a lot
I
of Santas.
thought for
Yeah,
sure
it
you
makes
said.
a lot of sense,
Does
so I
he?
know about him.
He really does.
I
yes.
thought you said Jim Shorts, and I was going to.
Oh, no.
I could see that. I mean, for all.
That's his cousin.
Well, let's talk about some of the books. First of all, for the adult readers, you take the great Alfred Hitchcock movie, which was based on a book.
It was.
It was
yes,
based on a book
by
called
Daphne du Maurier.
Famous thriller
which
horror
is-
writer.
Yes, she was actually a famous author in a lot of different genres again.
Because
But
Halloween comes before Christmas. That's why I
it
have
does
to do
indeed.
this.
Yes, it does. Yes,
Absolutely. And
yes.
we actually just got back from Asheville, North Carolina at the Biltmore Village and had an extremely successful book signing there. What is really exciting is Return of the Birds has been out for several years.
Yes.
And I kept having fans asking me, so when's the next chapter? When is the next book?
When's it gonna hatch?
When you gonna carry this forward? So I'm happy to announce to all my fans that as of June 14th of this year, Revenge of the Birds has come out, and it's available everywhere. It's available at Barnes & Noble. It's available online, digitally. It's available in both hardcover and softcover, and it just won the finalist honors for Thriller Suspense by the American Fiction Awards.
Well,
So we're very
congratulations.
proud of
Thank
that.
you,
I
thank
mean,
you.
that's
Very
a huge.
excited.
Well, way to go,
Huge,
Jack
huge.
Skellington.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, that's the other guy, Halloween guy.
That's that other guy,
All right.
yeah.
So let's shift then to Christmas, because Smoky Mountains is a Christmas community, if you think
It
about
is.
it. Of course, there's-
This is the Christmas community.
Yes.
'Cause- but-
Everybody dreams of doing Christmas in the Smoky Mountains,
Yes,
and
I mean,
rightfully so.
it's a
It is
destination.
absolutely gorgeous.
And in
out
defense, you can make that same argument about springtime when the dogwoods are blooming, and in the summer
course,
when you
autumn,
go and
yes.
hike in the mountains and swim, and in the fall when the fall colors are popping. But there are Christmas-themed stores like the one you mentioned, Christmas and
Yes.
Candles,
Mm-hmm.
that are open year-round. There's even
Yes.
a Christmas hotel.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
In,
Yes.
Pigeon
The
Forge.
Christmas,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So
yeah,
now
incredible
shifting
Christmas,
to
yeah.
your newest creations, including one that I'm particularly interested in, the Christmas Eve Journey.
Well, I gotta tell you, out of the 16 titles that we've done, I am most proud of this for two reasons. One, my wife just did an incredible job with the interiors on this.
Yeah.
And I mean, she took her 3 months just to draw the reindeer
Oh, wow.
in the book, which I can't get open. There we go.
Yeah.
And some of the beautiful scenes and that type of thing that's in here is just incredible.
Nice.
Now, what's fun is I'm sure you've all heard The Night Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's going to be out almost 200 years in a few more years. This is the first book to come along since then that actually talks about the night before Christmas, but with a twist. It's from Santa's point of view. So,
So instead of being I am my kerchief, Ma and her cap, hearing a noise outside, it's Santa is flying to the house, landing on the roof, going downstairs, like, uh-oh, there's a dude that's awake.
Correct.
and
Yes.
Santa's
Yes.
telling the story, which means whoever is reading the book is Santa.
Yes.
And Santa
It's
gets
fun,
to tell
yeah.
the story. So you can sit there and say, I had a few minutes and was early this night. So taking a cookie and milk, I moved nearer the light.
You should record that.
You know, that's a heck of an idea. So we have.
Like I don't already know.
He knows because he helped me. And God bless him for it. Yeah, we actually did. We've come out with an audio version of me narrating the story as Santa Claus.
It's so good.
Thank you, with your help. And again, that's going to be available, and you're going to be hearing that on radio stations across the country. Hear that, Lord?
Amen.
And it ties in beautifully with the book, so you can listen to the recording and read the book at the same time.
That's really
So-
actually very helpful. My son, who is now getting his PhD, had a version of the original "Twas the Night Before
Yes,
Christmas."
you played it for
and
us.
he would read along with the book before he could really read, but listening to the audiobook.
Audio,
And that reinforced, when a kid listens to an audiobook and is seeing the words on the page, it reinforces and you
Yes.
speed along that reading process.
Yes.
So it's a great idea.
And again, the rhyme in the book helps children learn and increase their vocabulary. So it's a wonderful learning tool as well. But it's particularly going to be a fun new Christmas tradition
that's
in
not-
everybody's house.
Not the only Christmas book you've written. The North Pole Press got its name not from the birds and not from the newest book, but it's been established for a while. What else have you written?
But one
Christmas
thing
wise?
before I
Oh.
leave this one just took the winner
Well, congratulations.
in the holiday category from American Fiction Awards. So this is the winner for
Oh,
2019 for the
so
whole
an
category.
award, yes. So we're very excited about
Congratulations. That is fantastic.
Thank you.
So
And then,
previous
yes,
to that, you've written other Christmas-themed books that involve great characters.
Sarah Buttons, which we're showing here, is one of what's going to be seven books. The seventh book is coming out the end of this month or beginning of September. And each book talks about one of Santa's elves and how they help Santa up at the North Pole and what their responsibilities are
Oh,
and what they do. And what's really cool about these is they're also written in rhyme and they're geared toward early readers. And again, my lovely wife did all the illustrations and they're
Okay.
fabulous. I mean,
So Sarah is the elf who makes the doll toys.
That is
and
correct.
there's another
She's our
elf who
master
makes
doll
the
maker.
favorite toys for another child, and so on.
Yes,
So-
we have Ford McHarley.
What
He's
is-
our master wheelsmith.
Okay.
Anything with
Ford Mac
wheels.
Harley, think about it.
Yes, all right, all right.
So
yes.
anything with wheels, he makes. And we have Shelley wrap it up. She does all the
Yeah,
gift wrap and
of
ribbons
course.
up at the North Pole. We have Jamie Hardrock. Now, he used to mine for coal,
Oh,
but now he does Hard Rock candy.
Yeah, we ran out of coal, so now we just skip the
Yes.
naughty kids and leave Hard Rock candy for all the good ones. So
I love it.
And children always ask Santa, am I on your nice or naughty list?
Yes.
Well, we also have Keeney Eagle Eye, who actually monitors that naughty and nice list.
Oh.
And then he tells Santa who's on the nice list.
all the elves go up and visit him nightly and tell him
And
how
report.
you're doing
Yes.
and report. And then Keeney brings me the list, and of course, I check it twice.
Yes. Well, if you haven't figured it out, I am working double time to get on that nice list.
After this year, you're there, buddy.
I'm really close to
You're
making
there.
it. And you can find out more about my friends Joe and Mary Moore at thenorthpolepress.com. Buy their books right here in Sevierville when you stop by Christmas and Candles. And of
Yes.
course, you can also get everything online. But if the beautiful thing is also look for the appearances so you can get a personalized autograph because you guys are in and around East
We are.
Tennessee, but you travel. I mean, I know you travel the whole country, but
But yes, we
You're
are.
based here.
Actually, in October, we are going to Christmas and Candles
in
Yes.
Sevierville.
in
Yes.
Sevierville on that Friday and Saturday, and will be available. So even if you pick
There's
up
more
the
than one
books
Friday
you
and Saturday
bring-
in October.
I believe it's.
I'm on the naughty
you
list
sure?
again. I just put myself back on the naughty list.
I believe it's the first weekend in October. I don't have that date in my head, but it
Well,
is
that's
the
why we
first
have
weekend.
websites.
Yes.
And actually, if you go to the North Pole Press, you can find all our events because we're traveling to Richmond, Roanoke, Savannah. We're all over the eastern seaboard.
Excellent.
So,
All right, just like
it's-
our visitors to the Smoky Mountains are all up and
That's
down
correct.
the
Correct. Yes.
United States. Well, Joe, Mary, thank you again
Well,
for
thank
visiting
you,
us.
Frank.
We
It was a
appreciate it.
pleasure
Thank you
to
for
be
having
here.
All
us
right.
here.
So
Thank
Merry
you so
Christmas, even though it's early.
Merry Christmas to
All
everybody.
year long. TheNorthPolePress.com, Joe and Mary Moore. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be back with more right after this.
How do we turn moments into memories? Those moments where the right people are right beside you. And the anticipation of reaching the top makes you feel like a kid again. Where the only arguments are who goes first. And trying something new never gets old. Visit us at Aina Kista, where there's magic in the mountains.
Happy Tuesday, as we're already in holiday weekend mode, even though it is only Tuesday. and it's an important day in Sevier County because it's the Sevier County Fair. That gets open later, and be watching for us to tell you more about that as the show continues today. We're going to have temperatures today in the 80s, looking like the mid to high 80s once again. We had some really hot weather last week, and hopefully we're cooling down just a little bit today and for the rest of this weekend, the holiday weekend, but definitely summer-like, and you won't mistake it for fall just yet, but maybe we'll see some signs of fall coming in a little bit. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s tonight, with a chance of showers and thunderstorms about any time. I'm Brad Lovett. That's a look at your forecast, and this is Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life.
It's the Sevier County Fair, presented by Farm Bureau, August 27th through September 2nd at the Sevier County Fairgrounds. Check out the exhibit hall, free laser tag, and the new Dolly Lookalike contest. Come see the King Pure Water Animal Kingdom nightly. Watch the fairest of the fair pageant and stop by the livestock. Meet the Smoky Mountain Ghostbusters and experience the thrill of the rides at the Midway. Also, check out the cosplay contest, the Sevier County Fair, presented by Farm Bureau. It's more fun than you can shake a turkey leg at.
Hey, welcome to the Smokeys. It's Rusty Junior Ranger, and we're so glad to have you here in Tennessee, East Tennessee, and we hope you have a wonderful time while you're here. We like to tell people a little bit about what's going on around here and make sure they get in on some of the beauty before they leave. And I have a friend here, he's been here for several weeks and just singing songs that he's written, and I love to hear every one of them. His name is Robert Obie. Hi, Robert.
Hi, how you doing, Rusty Junior Ranger?
Well, I'm kind of up in the tree.
You're up in the tree, I can see that.
Yeah, but the view is great up here.
I'm sure it is. The view of the Smoky Mountains is just super no matter where you're at.
I can see 2, 3, 4 layers of mountains around here, and each one's a different shade of blue.
Oh, yes, and they are so beautiful when they are shaded like that.
Yes. Well, you know, I was walking a trail the other day, and it looked like it was an old, like where they put the tracks down for a train up there near Townsend. Have you ever been up there?
Yes, there used to be a logging camp and a logging train haul logs from the logging yard right on down to the sawmill where they saw the logs up.
I thought maybe something like that was up there. People can go up there and actually walk that trail, can't they?
Yes, they sure can.
And I hear trains also sometime, and I think they're coming from way over at Dollywood.
Dollywood has a beautiful locomotive over there, probably more than one, and it is such a wonderful ride.
And they're not fake trains that were just made for the amusement park, right?
No, they are not fake trains. They were actually used years ago to on the putting in the railroad tracks and carrying goods for the gold rush. Klondike, Alaska, going up that way, by the way of Klondike Pass, and right on up to Alaska, and it was the gold rush time, and that train helped to haul the miners and their equipment.
Oh, well, do you have a song about trains?
I have a song about train, and it's called Big Train. I actually wrote this for another big train, and this was written for a train company that we're all familiar with. And so I'm going to sing the song now. It's called Big Train.
Thanks.
Well, metal touching metal, hear that lonesome clicking sound, grinding out a rhythm with a rumble on the ground. I'm going to ride this train until no one can find the track. Yeah, I'm going to ride this train. And I call this train the Big Train. Big train, big train, keep on rolling down the track. Well, big train, I said big train, keep on rolling down the track. Clickety-clack. Well, I'm leaving everything behind me, and someday I may just let you bring me back. Big train, big train, big train.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That song was actually written for Norfolk Southern Railroad Company.
Oh my goodness.
And when I wrote that song for them, they sent me a lot of really nice gifts all boxed up from their office. And so I thoroughly enjoyed writing that song for them.
You mean you got some gifts like a 5-year supply of train overalls or something?
Well, I got T-shirts and a lot of little things like that they had in their office that they sent to me as their appreciation for writing the train song for them.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope they keep using that song forever.
Yes. Anyway, we thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you again.
Bye-bye.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
Thanks for watching us on Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel, and thank you also for sharing and liking our videos. Not just this one, but all the other stuff that we post throughout the course of the day and the course of the week. I'm Frank Murphy here with Robert Owenby, Jim Johnson, and Brad Lovett, who's got the latest for us.
We have a report that the general manager of the Saffir County Electric Utility has written a book about his and the utility district's experience with the Gatlinburg wildfires.
Okay.
And it sounds like it's going to be really interesting. According to the synopsis of the book, Alan Robbins, general manager, had only been on the job a few short months when the wildfire happened, and he says he put on a brave face even though he was just as scared as the guys in the field.
Oh, yeah.
And on that morning, of course, November 28th, 2016, the utility company had something like 56,368 customers. They lost about 2,400 of those in the aftermath of the fire. And those homes and buildings were the ones that were completely gone. But anyway, we'll post a link to it. You can find it on Amazon and all your favorite book buying places.
So he's not only written it, he's finished it. It's
yes,
ready.
it's going to be available for use. And we hope, if you're watching, sir, we'll be inviting you to the show.
I'll interview anybody, even you. Wait, that didn't come out the way I meant it.
You'd be honored.
I would be honored to interview you.
Right. Well, we have to get on the bandwagon here because we have a Florida man story.
Florida man.
Yes.
He gets around.
He does get around. And this happened a couple weeks ago. You may have heard about this. He was charged with DUI after he drove to a roadway inn in Knoxville. He didn't quite make the clearance when he hit the canopy with his truck right by the entrance. He panicked and backed up. That took the whole canopy with him.
Oh, Florida man.
And repairs are being made as we speak, maybe completed even. But
thank you for filling me in on that story. I remember when it was that the guy crashed into a hotel. I didn't realize that the guilty party was Florida man. So he's like the anti-hero. You know, just gets around. Florida man does this, that, and the other thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you were waiting for electric scooters in Pigeon Forge, you'll have to wait a bit longer.
Are these the not the electric scooters that you would rent at Walmart to drive around and do your shopping? We're talking about the ones that you stand on and you go zipping around on the streets like in downtown Knoxville?
Yes.
Those kind that are like geocached or whatever they are. They're geofenced is the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
And you pay with the app. Okay.
So those are going to be not happening in Pigeon Forge for at least another 6 months. They've tabled the resolution for that.
They're bad enough in an urban environment because someone's going to go zipping by you, but they're restricted to the streets in Knoxville because they are vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to follow the laws of vehicular traffic, and at least you're not going to be blindsided when you're on the sidewalk. But in the area of Pigeon Forge, these roads are more designed like highways and byways. They're not city streets.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is, for safety's sake, it's probably a good idea to keep those little two-wheel scooter things off the. Imagine driving one on the parkway, or
that would be difficult to do and dangerous, I believe, too.
Yeah.
It's dangerous even walking. If you're walking up the sidewalk and you're trying to cross over where someone's going to be turning in. I mean, if you don't watch, they'll run right over you because they're distracted looking at the attraction they're going to.
That would require a complete redo of the urban plan because everything's designed for vehicular traffic. It's designed for the interstate motel crowd of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s.
Right.
And if you want to change Pigeon Forge into a walking town, it's going
to take some money.
It's going to take a little bit of time before we're ready for scooters.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had that story a couple of weeks ago where the city is looking for ideas for improvement of the parkway, and of course that could be it, making it more walkable, and maybe in the century and decade we're in now, maybe that's something that will happen. But And
This, like I said, when I mentioned that, you think about the way that America was built with interstates and motels and drive-up access and clover leaves. And then now think about the roads in Pigeon Forge, the way the turns are designed. It's all that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
that's my urban planning moment. I'm Frank Murphy.
There you go.
In fact, as you're driving around the beautifully designed highways and byways of Pigeon Forge, where you can make U-turns and left turns right there on the parkway to get to your favorite attractions, why not save money while you're doing it? Call Mountain Fun Life Best Deals at 865-978-1152 and save money on fun stuff that we've got up and down the parkway, whether you want to see a comedy show or whether you want to see Red Skelton or whether you want to go ride the mountain coaster at Aina Kista, whatever it is you got, we've got it for you at Mountain Fun Life Best Deals. All right, we will be back with more on the Mountain Fun Life channel. You're watching Morning in the Mountains. And one of the great things we can offer you on Mountain Fun Life is discounts on tickets to some of the fantastic attractions that are all throughout the Smoky Mountains and East Tennessee. Well, all you have to do is give a call to Mountain Fun Life's Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152, and save money when you and your family are visiting the Smokies. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy here with Jim Johnson talking about activities, sports, games, fun.
All the fun things you can do right here in the
We should
Tennessee
put that
Smoky
in the
Mountains.
name. Oh, we did. Mountain Fun Life.
Mountain
Never mind.
Fun Life.
Scratch that.
Fun in the Mountains. It'd be a good name for a show.
Yeah, Morning in the Mountains, because we're on in the morning.
On Mountain Fun Life.
You could have an afternoon show and call it Fun in the Mountains.
Fun in the Mountains. In the afternoon.
Yes.
Fun in the Mountains in the
on.
afternoon.
What are the fun things to do this afternoon in the mountains?
Well, tonight, folks, Tuesday night, it is Tennessee Smokies' last game of the year here, because they're going to be out of town for the last couple games that they're playing this year to end the season. So tonight's it, guys. Get out there and go down to see the Tennessee Smokies play at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I went a couple times this year, and it has been wonderful.
SmokeysBaseball.com.
Gotta love it.
That's
Gotta love it.
my Craig Jenkins impression.
And you do it very good.
SmokeysBaseball.com.
We really like him. He's a great guy.
I'm just playing. I'm playing, Craig. That doesn't really sound like you.
Well, they are playing the Barons tonight, the Birmingham Barons. I love all their names. The Birmingham Biscuits, or not the Biscuits. You got the Barons, the Biscuits, and the Bay Bears.
Yes.
Those are the Alabama teams.
There was the one with the shrimp, the jumbo shrimp. Somewhere in
jumbo
Louisiana,
shrimp. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Because we talked about the shuckers.
I remember
shucking.
Bill Murray bought a minor league team in North or South Carolina. I think South Carolina. I think he called them the Sand Gnats.
Sand Gnats.
I think they were
yeah. I was flying
Savannah Sand Gnats or something like that.
The Gnats.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a Gnat Festival in Georgia somewhere too. They have
there you
the
go.
annual
He
Gnat
knew.
Festival.
He must have known.
I was going through.
Maybe he bought the River Dogs. It was the River Dog. I'm sorry. Carry on.
We'll have to check that out and get back to you on that information.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, since today is Tuesday and tomorrow's Wednesday, I always have been talking about how you can go down to Cades Cove and you can ride your bike through Cades Cove without any vehicle traffic.
Yes.
Except for bikes. So, and you do that before 10 a.m.
Tomorrow.
On Wednesday, yes, tomorrow morning.
So advance notice. We like it.
And leads me to say, if you don't have your bike with you and you'd still like to take a bike ride through the trails down there at Cades Cove, they rent bikes there for $7.50 an hour for adults and $4.50 an hour for teenagers and or for youngers.
Set a timer on your phone for 29 minutes, and when it hits, you turn around and get back.
That way you only pay it for 1 hour.
That's how it works.
Or you'd have to ride really fast, and I think you'd have to take that first cutoff.
I think we talked about this. You have to go all the way around. You can't go backtracking.
No, well, on the day when when there's no vehicles there, I don't reckon it would be too bad. But
well, you never know. Because all these other guys are coming at you. I gotta get back before the hour's up.
The hills, though, going the other way would be quite, because you ride up little hills and then you get to go really fast down other hills when you're riding through the cove on a bike. Going the other way, you'd really have to climb a lot of those hills. Not as much fun.
All right. So just pay the extra hour if you have to.
I would. I would. It's a great time. We did it just a few weeks ago.
How long did it take you? More or less than an hour?
Less than 3 hours. But we were doing it. We were doing like a nice casual ride.
Okay.
But I highly recommend it, folks. If you have not drove through Cades Cove or rode through Cades Cove.
Yeah, I hear
Either
you.
or. But I highly recommend it. And if you can do it on a bike, that was wonderful. I just really enjoyed it.
All right. That's tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning before 10 o'clock at Cades Cove.
Excellent.
You can go through there on your bikes without cars running.
Now, what if you like to run instead of ride?
Well, if you like to run instead of ride, the Comedy Barn in Pigeon Forge is hosting their 6th annual Kickin' Chicken big 5K run that they got coming up on September 1.
That's just the name. There's not literally a guy in a chicken suit that you kick as you run.
For 5K,
Yeah.
you kick a chicken for 5. That would be an interesting.
No, see, just for humane purposes, you can't kick an actual chicken.
No
You have to
actual
put-
chickens
You have to
will
put a
hurt.
human employee in a chicken suit and kick him. That would somehow be
It's
okay.
okay to kick a human
It doesn't-
chicken,
It doesn't sound
just
right,
not a-
but somehow that would be okay.
That's kind of
But
fun.
that would be Comedy Barn. They would do that as a skit.
Absolutely. I can imagine there'll be somebody there with the chicken on a screen and
Right.
he's kicking
But we
it
are
while he's
down
on the
to the deadline. One of the deadlines
For
for
registration.
is today.
Yep.
So if you want to help out the Safe Harbor Child Advocacy Center, register at the Comedy Barn. Look them up online. They're easy enough to find. And say you
Yep.
want to do Kickin' Chicken.
Yep. And today is last day for registration, so make sure
They'll
you
probably
get down
have. Sometimes they have walk up the day of. But if you want to make sure you're on the rolls, you get your shirt and everything. Call them up today. Get her done.
Yeah, it'll be a great time. A lot of people will be there. Now,
Yeah,
there-
that's Sunday of Labor Day weekend. So that's this coming Sunday, right?
yes,
Yeah, all right.
yes. And they have an unusual little award that they're throwing in there. They award the 100th person who runs across the finish line a $100 bill.
Oh.
So instead of
that's
the
good.
winner always winning everything,
And the loser.
the loser always being,
So
What if
that's
there's
when I
only
fell
100 people
for
there?
The middle of the pack. Nice.
yeah.
Well done. All right. Well, that's coming up. Thanks a lot for the sports update, Jim. We'll be back with more in a few moments on Morning in the Mountains.
Mountain Fun Life is your one-stop headquarters for Smokeys Baseball. The 2019 season is coming to a close, so don't miss a pitch and catch the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark. Make your plans to join us, and you just might end up on Mountain Fun Life. It's Smokeys Baseball and Mountain Fun Life, keeping you entertained and aware all year long. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokeysBaseball.com.
Well, we're wrapping up this episode of Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Tonight is the night the Saffir County Fair gets underway, so we'll be talking about that all week long and hoping that you'll watch our various Facebook Live and other posts that will happen throughout the course of the day. All right, for Robert Owenby, Jim Johnson, Brad Lovett, we are ready. We are fair ready.
We are fair ready.
We are fair prepared.
Let's go have some fried Oreos.
Oh, that's my weakness. I think I did mention that.
Oh,
So
hamburger.
good. All right.
Hamburgers, yes.
Hamburger.
Yes, and for you, a corn dog, and for you, a pork chop.
But I can't get one probably.
All right, we'll work on that. Thanks a lot for watching. Like us and share us, and we'll see you tomorrow.